What if instead of thinking or feeling that we are shedding these layers, what if instead of that we actually integrate? After observing the rocks, it became clear to me that it's like the trees, right? Like it forms several layers of life, and each lifetime has its own layer and what they have, experienced, the rocks or the trees maybe. But right now I'm looking at the rocks here, and it's very interesting how they have all these layers. And of course you will know that from, biology or geography, but while observing, I I concluded, kind of for myself, that I want to look at life a little differently. Right now, with, the snake year ending 2025 until very, until something in February 2026, it has been said, and also myself, I said it, it has been a lot about shedding, right? Shedding layers that maybe are not serving you anymore, or that are just from the past and maybe not important here at the moment, right now. But after observing nature, and of course that is also an observation of nature, because we were observing the snake, right? And the snake would just like in one go let her skin go and create a new skin, right? But if I look at Earth as today, then of course she takes back the skin of the snake, right? So she integrates it again, so it becomes ash or whatever, and something new can sprout. And now looking at the rocks, for me, it looks like my life. I look at these layers, and I'm seeing my life resembled in these rocks, as if each layer of my life, each phase, each, age has its own layer, and they're all still there. And this is my point of today, of saying, what if instead of thinking or feeling that we are shedding these layers, what if instead of that we actually integrate all of these layers, right? So you look at your life, and it's not like you will forget, right? We don't want to forget what we have lived, but we want to integrate what we have lived and learn from it and let it be at peace, right? Even though in a certain moment it hasn't been peaceful, how can I now, in retrospective, see the peace it has given me, or what I have learned through it, the growth that it has given me, right? So nowadays, I want to choose to look at my life as these, I think it's called sedimentary layers or something like this. Anyways, I want to look at these layers and be aware of them being there with me, but just integrated, not as weight or anything like that, but more as like, yes, that has been my life experience, and that has been all of these phases, and I don't kick them away as if they were like something bad. I rather embrace them and be like a mother, kind of like, thank you for coming into my life, for being this gift in my life in the past, and now, as if like, now that I've integrated you, it's like a total new gift that I'm receiving from you. So thank you. Thank you, dear layer, right? And so if you look at these layers and phases of your life, how can you maybe, instead of pushing them away and trying to like get rid of them, like, shedding, instead of this, how can you actually look at them with compassion and be like, okay, we have lived this, and now it kind of alchemizes, it transforms, and it becomes this gift and this part of my life. And all of these parts of his life, they show the experience, the path that I have taken in this human form on this earth. As these rocks, as the tree, and probably many other forms of life, right? So this is what I wanted to share today. This is what I've learned about this, and I found it really beautiful. And yeah, maybe you can find something in there as well for yourself. Maybe it's also a play between the shedding and the integration, because sometimes and oftentimes the feeling of shedding something has also helped me, right? Maybe in the moments where it wasn't easy, the shedding also psychologically really helped me to, like, leave it in the past, kind of, and not so driving me in the now anymore. And once I've done this kind of shedding, I look at it from this integration kind of point of perspective, and this is where I'm actually really at peace with everything that I have experienced so far. Because even though I had left it in the past, I can still look at it and acknowledge it, and yeah, still let it be part of my life. So this is what I wanted to share with you today from the Algarve in Portugal, and I'm learning a lot from the Algarve in Portugal. It's a very beautiful place, very strong nature. Thank you, my dears. Take care. Bye.